Hi guys and girls on YouTube, welcome to my channel. For this video I thought we'd take a quick look at this nice looking Hitachi TV. It's in very good cosmetic condition. We've even got the flap still on the front there. The pull on and off switch, the knob's still intact. And if you look at it, it really is in remarkable condition for a 1980s TV. So let's just have a look what the model number is. It's a 14-inch CPT 1444, and you'll notice there we've got I think it's an AV switch, I can't remember now, but there's a socket there, that's the aerial socket. So the first thing we need to do is get out the service manual. Now I remembered I repaired loads and loads of these in the 1980s. I can't remember much about them. I guess when I get the back off that'll jog my memory, but the first thing we need to do is look out the service manual, which is probably, it'll take longer than it will to look for a fault on the telly. That's if it does have a fault. It might not have a fault, it might just work. So let's stop the camera and see if we can find the manual first. So far so good. I've managed to find the service manual from the mid 1980s. In fact, these are all mid 1980s manuals, and as you can see, a lot of these I've made handwritten notes on the front. More handwritten notes on there, and the one we're interested in is this one here, CPT 1444, and it's dated October 1984. Now I did see, oh here we go, 1985 there was a 16-inch version as well as the same set, but anyway, that is the service manual. So let's get the back off the TV now and have a quick look inside first. Right, well actually now looking at this socket on the back and the button, it says RGB monitor, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pin DIN. So I would imagine this set was also made for to plug straight into an early home computer to use as a computer monitor. There's a headphone socket at the side of it. Right, now unfortunately taking the back off has failed to revive any long forgotten distant memories, but what I can tell you is fully isolated chassis, and it's fed from a mains transformer. There's no silly switch mode power supplies, and if you look, it's a direct aerial input. There's no isolating socket on the back, so it's fully isolated. We just take a quick look at the service manual, we can have a look at the power supply arrangement, and then I'll pull the chassis out. So we have here a transformer producing two secondaries. One secondary is a 12-volt rail, and the other secondary is, it doesn't actually say, but the HT rail's 100 volts, so it's going to be a little bit more than that. But if you look here, we've got a very simple series pass regulator with two current bypass resistors, so no silly switch mode power supplies in this, and that there appears to be some sort of thyristor crowbar, but yeah, so there's not going to be a great deal going wrong with this with no switch mode power supply, is there? So let's pull out the chassis now and take a good look at it. See if it's had any work done, what sort of condition it's in. Right, now that is in actually very good condition. If you have a look inside, there's very little dust in it. It's remarkably well kept for its age. That'll be the two current bypass resistors for the series pass regulator on there. We've got two fuses there. There's another one on the back which I presume the HT rail. What is a bit odd is these capacitors like standing up, but they do appear to be factory fitted. They don't look like they've been added on, and if we turn around here you'll see what I mean. They're like stood up on legs because they won't fit into the circuit board where they should do. And there's another one there, but they do appear like they've come out of the factory like that. That's the line output transistor. Right, so let's have a look underneath. Let's just have a quick look from the front there. Yeah, I think we need to look underneath now and have a look if there's any evidence of new soldering or anything that's been done to it. But going by the amount of dust, I wouldn't have thought this has had a particular lot of use. The scan coils are alright, they're nice and soft, so there's no need to do anything with them. Right, let's tip it over them. Yeah, looking underneath, I can't see anything at all that's been done to this set. There's no evidence of any new soldering anywhere. Now I've had a really good look over for dry joints. There is none at all. The only dry joints I can see are on this AV socket here. These pins need soldering up, so I wonder if it's actually been used for AV use rather than used for domestic viewing. But that is in remarkable, I would say, just like it came out of the factory condition. So I think all I'm going to do is I'm just going to resolder them up, and I think we'll just plug it in and see what happens. Right, so that's done. I've checked the 3 fuses, they're alright. I'll just give you a quick view of the tube baseboard and the video output transistors. NEC2SC 1520s. Likewise, no dry joints on there, perfect condition. What I might do though, I might just give it a little bit of a hoover, because there is a bit of dust, as you can see, but you know, for the age of the set, this is very clean. But I'm just going to give it a quick dust down anyway. Right, that should do now. Just give it a quick clean out. I've cleaned the anode cap, cleaned down there around the cavity as well. Let's just pop it back together and switch it on, see what happens. One quirky little thing I've noticed here, actually, let's get the too much light there. It says on there, connect via a mains isolation transformer is recommended during servicing. Well, what's the point when it's already mains isolated by that? So I'm presuming that's just a standard label that they stick on every set, but in this case not applicable to this model. Right, so here we go then. Switch it on there. Pull here for on. Let's just make sure the volume's down a bit. I'll connect a signal source if it comes on. But let's just power it up now and see what happens. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Well, not a lot. There's certainly no sound anyway. Oh, it was on. Oh, I know. I bet it's in the AV button. I bet that's pressed in on the back. Yeah, it was. Right, here we go. Let's try again then. Turn the sound up a little bit. 3, 2, 1. On. Oh, still no sound. Right, we do have a raster, but no hissing, no crackling. So I wonder if it's a sound fault or have accidentally disconnected the speaker pulling the chassis out, which is far more likely, I think. Right, let's just have a quick look. And the answer to that is no. The speaker's plugged in there, and when it comes down to the board, it's just soldered on. So I think what we'll do is we get a signal to it first, get a picture on it, but it looks like it's got a no sound problem. I mean, it could be muted with no incoming signal. I would have thought you'd hear a hissing noise, but let's connect it to a signal first and then have a look. Right, it's looking promising, but none of these are actually tuned to my skybox. So we turn the AFC off, select one, and let's tune that one. Oh, there we go. Saw something then. A bit fiddly to get your finger in there. Right, let's stop the camera and do it. Right, so here we go. And we have a buzzing noise. So the answer to that is the signal, the sound's muted with no incoming signal. There's actually nothing wrong with this telly. Let's just correct the problem with the skybox. Right, that's about as good as it'll go. Turn the AFC back on. What a picture on that. It's almost like a brand new set, this. And the black band is actually coming from the camera. Yeah, it's disappeared now.
She needs help. I think she's got a problem. I'm saying nothing. Can we have a peek at the garden?
This is our side patio. It's a lovely area. These new.
Turn the colour down, check the grayscale. Oh, it's a nuisance, that thing on the camera.
Now that's what I call a bargain.
Yeah, it's very, very slightly off, but hardly anything that.
The best way to get around Benidorm, Villamar, wherever you want to go, folks.
What a fantastic picture.
If you're a bargain-willing Brit in Spain like Phyllis and Carol, you're sure to love the...
Yeah, the manual on says the socket on the back's RGB, so this was almost certainly made for use with a home computer. And if we actually have a look in the back, there's minimal dust, so I would imagine this set's had virtually hardly any use at all, and in all its years.
The rest of my life to look from. Catherine and Ben, thank you for coming up and speaking on behalf of Jack and your family. We will share clips of this interview on social media, and I thank you for your time and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you for having us.
Well, we did invite Avon and Sunset Police.
With eToro, I can be Grace, a global tech investor. Or Max, a German local stock specialist. I could be Jan, a passive dividend hunter. Hey, I could be David.
Alright guys and girls on YouTube, many thanks for watching my channel. I know it wasn't much of a repair challenge because it turned out that the set actually worked. But it's a very nice addition to my collection of TVs, and I'm sure for somebody seeing this telly again and working will bring back a lot of happy memories. Somebody will have remembered having one of these as a child or many years ago, or if you're like me and you repaired these in the past, somebody will be thinking, oh, I used to repair a lot of them back in the day. So that's the Hitachi CPT 1444 from October 1984. Alright guys and girls on YouTube, many thanks for watching my video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.